time for Quick Draw. Get out your tickets now. We're playing Quick 2, 3, and 4. Good luck.
Expressed by the hosts, their guests, callers, and advisors on Eye of the Nation are not necessarily those of the management, ownership, or production unit of ILS, the Verizon Media Group. Eye of the Nation is a production of ILTV Studios and cannot be represented in part or entirety without the express written consent of the Verizon Media Group. Eye of the Nation is the intellectual property of the Verizon Media Group. Copyright 2026. All rights are reserved.
Hello, welcome to Eye on the Nation. I'm Leland Miller.
I'm Sandy Brown.
And this is my Empire mask.
I see all the salt and the pepper and everything is gone now.
Yeah.
Oh, computer's defective.
Did you do the thing? Did you do the thing to it?
Do it.
Heal this computer in Jesus' name. Amen.
You know, before we start our show, it would be remiss of us to, not thank everybody that contributed to what we did last night.
Yeah.
So our producers who were in the back there putting things together and making sure that we had all the information. Thank you very much. To the people in the, what we call it, the war room?
Yeah.
In the war room who were getting the information. Thank you for feeding us all of that information. We appreciate that and keeping us up to date with all of the numbers. Thank you to ILTV Studios for trusting us to be able to do that. And thank you guys, our nationers, for watching and staying with us until the wee hours of last night.
Hold on. It can't be the wee hours of last night.
What? Of this morning.
We was in here till this morning.
Shh. Do a little two-step like that.
I just want to know what has happened to he's sciatic. Because somehow that don't hate him when he doing foolishness.
I can tell you one thing. If it's one person that's sleeping for 10 days, it's him.
You wouldn't bet money on that.
He deserved that.
I understand that he was at meetings this morning at 07.
Well, everybody was in meetings today, apparently, and some people needed to be in meetings.
Yeah.
But, of course, we have a full show for you guys. We're going to do an Election Day recap, say all the things that we couldn't say yesterday because we're too busy trying to give you guys the numbers. Of course, there are little opinions in there. Tell you all about the mess and the drama that happened today. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
The drama today.
Lincoln them almost break up on table chase.
This is the thing. For the first time, it don't seem like he was the catalyst. Or maybe I missed it. It seemed like he came in at the end.
No, he kind of did like the hot rock thing. And I feel like as soon as he got the tempers flaring, somehow he just happened to not be in the middle of it when it bubbled over. Does it make sense?
Yes. Somebody said today, and I agree with it, they said chaos follows him wherever he goes.
Yeah, but like,
so even if he doesn't, he was sitting down. He was right there.
Right, but I'm talking about in the pandemonium. He wasn't in the pandemonium.
But he was there. It's something about him.
Like an aura?
It's like he just causes chaos wherever he goes. I don't know what it is, but so much to unpack about yesterday. I think everybody had time for it to settle. Do you think? I just saw.
I've been by the watering hole. People still staring at the wall.
You can't stare at the wall. You only really hold on to things if it was close races, and we had a handful of close races,
Sure.
but the majority of it was blowouts.
Pummeling.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I
Flogging.
cannot even see the cheating stuff.
Shellacking.
You can't say somebody cheat and beat you by 2,000.
by 1,000.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you can't say somebody cheat and they beat you by.
And if they beat you by 1,000, you should have cheated back.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? I haven't seen those stuff today. I do have a little. I do want to say something to us about the things that we say after election, and just, being decent and sensible when your party does not win. Because for you to be wishing things bad on a country because your party didn't win, and the country that you live in, that your family and friends live in, is kind of weird.
In the words of Puck the Pixie from the Shakespeare play, A Midsummer Night's Dream, what fools these mortals be.
It's just, it makes no sense. People say, I wish Pinewood would flood. Because they ain't voting Lincoln? Like, I do not get it.
Lincoln would probably be like,
Well, anyway, like I said, we have so much to unpack. We didn't have a chance to get all of the numbers yesterday because people kept asking us
we got the
about
most important set. Brave got 33. Anyway,
33 to 8. I guess that's all the numbers
I
that
hear
we
the
need.
thing. I do have to say a special shout out to my friend, Chief Petty Officer, believe it or not, Eric Rowe,
Okay, hi,
who
Eric Rowe.
delivered for me yesterday. And to my favorite facilitator for landing the plane. That's where all my stuff come from. Say what you want, Chief Petty Officer Eric Rowe. He like Domino's Pizza. He delivers.
We'll be back right after this, y'all.
Eye on the Nation will be back right after these messages.
Vibes is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the vibes back. At VTC, we understand your vibes because we live it. That's why we are dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You are at the heart of everything we do. Our commitment is to keep your vibes flowing, no matter what.
Bring your brand into focus and make your impact on the nation. Go all in with the Impact Bundle, featuring live liners and an in-studio interview. Prefer targeted reach? Audio plus digital delivers radio and digital placements. Or be seen with our television bundle with 20 TV ads across broadcast and streaming. Call 4-666-173. Eye on the Nation.
My name is Charles Wesley Rowe. My organic farm is Nice Layers Organic Farm. I have 230 birds up here. I give them fresh water, pumpkin, lettuce, cabbages, all the vegetables. Anything what I eat, they eat. Right now, we sell the eggs for $7 a dozen from Monday to Friday. On Saturdays, you can get 4 dozen eggs for $21. I'll be located on Jamaica Road, the western side, Silverstone Primary School.
Welcome back to Eye on the Nation.
Hello, welcome back to Eye on the Nation. I'm Levin Miller.
And I'm Sandy Brown. All right, so we're going to jump into all
Somebody
of the...
tell me to tell you, go home and put that finger in some Clorox bleach, please.
I do not want to put my finger in bleach. I do not.
I thought I taught you the trick. You put the KY jelly on your finger before
I don't have KY jelly in my own.
No? Oh. In other news.
I'm not putting bleach on my
Breaking
finger. I did
news.
not want to. It'll fade when it wants to fade. I'm not putting bleach on my finger.
Are you
Thank you,
anti
though.
the bleach?
No, I do not like how my skin I have funny skin. I'm not
So
putting
you
my...
just put it in the bleach and then do the thing.
I didn't even want to put my... Let's go on before we jump into all of the things that we missed yesterday and all of the hot and spicy seats that we want to talk about. Those who won, those who lost. Don't forget that with Canoe, Bahamian businesses can access their funds right at home, enjoy faster payouts, process payments 24/7, and move money at your own convenience. So Bahamian business owners can accept payments online with Canoe. Explore Canoe's API and invoicing features to get paid locally and internationally. Canoe is a Bahamian fintech helping local merchants accept payments fast and easy. Canoe empowers entrepreneurs to get paid and to get paid quickly and to grow. Sorry, y'all, I still a little sleepy.
For all your everyday needs,
Oh, jeez.
call Canoe.
All right, so let's
I wanna
jump
put that down for a
into...
while. I like this better. I could just use your laptop.
Because I gave you the laptop one time last night.
Hey.
You think that I'm going to let you use my laptop?
I'm an
Absolutely
inner
not.
city child, and you know, inner city children, we are the children of Negroes, and anything you let a Negro get away with, you know, that's now the new rule.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so
I
let's
just wanted to be there as a constant reminder for them.
let's get into the things
Okay.
from last night, right?
Okay.
Let's get into the hot seats. One of the seats that everybody was watching because everybody was talking about this David versus Goliath, especially since he actually put out a video of him as David and Seabreeze as Goliath defeating him. People thought, I guess, that he stood a chance.
The boss beat him by must be 15.
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna by like 2000. I think it was like
I
2000.
was being modest.
It was really like 2000.
It reminded me of the George Foreman fight.
It was a pummeling.
Yes.
I think he put up a good fight. I think that
He
he
do
did
what?
Let me explain what I mean by he
Okay,
put up a good
okay.
fight. When I say I think Travis put up a good fight, he did not quit.
Oh.
Me, Sonny, I would have quit. It would have been I wasn't spending no money.
No, but you know, once your name on the ballot is on.
Yeah, but I wasn't. You see, I mean, all those posters that littered everywhere, and he paid. I'm sure that he paid for people to make those songs.
Yeah.
He had about 3 songs. He was on social media. Like, he worked.
I was even gonna save my rent money.
I wasn't. That's what I'm saying. That is what I give him kudos for. I don't have that. I can admit that.
Office, if you want to see me, just WhatsApp me. I'll come to where you are.
I could honestly admit what I have and what I don't have. And what I don't have is the capability to continue to go on when I feel like everything is against me.
Yeah.
But he took a beating.
It was a shellacking.
He took a beating. I didn't see any statements or anything from him. I'm still waiting.
Can't see. You have to be able to see to type your statement, man.
I haven't seen a statement. I've seen statements from others a couple minutes ago. I see Rick Fox posted a video statement. I guess we'll talk about that a little
That's
later.
another one who sounds dizzy because he congratulate Mario, all his cousins.
Say Mario and the family. Yeah, we can come back to that though. But I haven't seen any statements.
boy.
I haven't seen anything from him. Of course, you know, Sebastian had a celebratory. We started hearing the fireworks from Sebastian's
Yeah, we thought
headquarters.
that was Clifford Park. That was Sebastian Park.
Before the election was over.
Yeah.
You know, he had a ball and you know, they ran a really good campaign. You cannot say anything about the campaign. It was a good campaign.
And it may have been foolhardy to put the laser on Sebastian like Prime Minister former Ingram did, right? Because, you know, you don't want to build contentiousness, right? You're talking about 2 massively different generations. People already feel like the old guard is gatekeeping around this place. Most of them won't retire, and the Angel of Death obviously lost their geographical location, so they never go away. And like, you have to just tolerate them. And so for him to have to, you know, to sit at that level, right? Because he kind of sits in the social mesosphere around here. But to still want to zero in on a particular...
It was very weird. It was weird. And
bad strategy.
I went into the gas station today just to get something out of the gas station, and there were some people talking, and they were talking about the election, as I think people are going to be talking about for days. And one of the guys was like, yeah, man, you know, I wanted Sebastian. And he said it wasn't even about the money. He was like, it's about the ideas and the things that we've seen him create in his own businesses. I'm excited to see what he could create while in government. And so there are people who voted for him not because he had money and they thought that he could buy them stuff or improve their lives monetarily. They actually are like, I think this man is a good businessman, and I think that he will do well in Parliament.
So again, I think one of the things he will have to navigate early. 2 things. Public utterances as a public official, because it's quite different. It's being CEO. If you tell someone to just jump off of the cliff, fly a frisbee, nobody cares.
Okay.
As the executive chairman or as the director, your utterances have to be a bit more measured.
But I feel like he has done that. I feel like at the beginning, I feel like a lot of them have done
He
that.
was in campaign
a
mode,
lot of
though.
them have learned. He was responding to people at the beginning, and then after that, he was like, I ain't no time for it.
Right.
I'm just focused. At one point, he was like, he started saying, I'm just focused on Fort Charlotte. I'm
Right.
just focused on.
Right.
And then after that, he just stopped. Like,
Right.
he just stopped talking because it was like, y'all running on with something that makes no
Right.
sense to me.
The second thing I think he will have to really put some effort on the learning curve with is learning to tolerate public servants. I think the word permanent and pensionable is gonna drive him up the wall.
Well, I mean, he's a man that's owned many businesses and
None of the
worked with
people who work for him was permanent and or pensionable. I want to tell you how serious a creature that is. There is nothing like a louse you can't fire.
I saw that today, and I said the same thing. People's like, Fort Charlotte, yes, we are.
They say, Travis, you ain't access none.
As a matter of fact, I ain't Killarney, and I would have been for sale.
Hey, you talking foolishness. They say, Travis, we only ain't sell it to you because you ain't had no money.
Yeah, I
If
mean,
you
I
have
just
some
say
money,
it.
we would have sell it to you.
And in any event, congratulations to everybody who won. Travis, you put up a good fight. I hope you...
Taking a punch. I think he hurt Joe Frazier. I think Joe is hurt. Angie Dundee, Ali's trainer right next to me, is saying it. You may hear him. Down goes Frazier! Down goes Frazier! Down goes Frazier!
That's what it looked like to me.
I'm going to need y'all to be better people.
That's what it looked like to me.
I'm going to need y'all to be better people. Where do you even find that? Be better people.
I mean, Travis, he couldn't get his hands up fast enough.
I mean, it is what
boy.
it is. That was one of the races that people were looking forward to. Not because they thought that he could win, to be honest, but they wanted to see by how much. I never thought it would be like over 2,000.
Again, so
Wasn't even remotely close.
when Travis entered politics, the distress level with people and Mr. Christie had reached boiling point. Christie found himself maneuvering through so many things. Did Travis beat a juggernaut? Sure. He beat BJ Nordich. But he beat an old lion.
And he beat him at a time when people were getting rid of people.
And you can't really take credit for beating an old lion because the strongest thing about him at that point is his urine. He has no strength left.
Oh, jeez.
So you can't take credit for that. But for whatever it's worth, he did. And the people permitted him to have that. Here is what happens now when you run into a young, strong, healthy lion.
Well, another area,
Yes.
another area where someone got, I mean, did you put up a fight, Jamal, in St. Barnabas? I'm not understanding.
I almost beat him.
I'm not understanding. So congratulations to Michael Halkitis, who is the unofficial winner. None of the results are official
Man,
yet.
I don't care if they count that 88 more times. There is no way to close that margin. Jamal, we would say
honestly-
projected winner just out of an abundance of caution.
I don't
But how much caution do you really need?
did you try?
He didn't move his head out of the way. It's like
try.
polling division number 1, Michael Halkitis. Polling division number 2, Michael Halkitis. Oh my God. Polling division number 4, 5, and 6, Michael Halkitis.
Honestly, Karen Butler almost beat Jamal.
Yeah, this
the
boy can't get his head out
COI
of the way.
almost. I don't understand. Like,
Oh boy.
Did you try?
At least he knows how to backflip.
What?
It's true.
What does that have to do with anything?
Yeah, you don't know Jamal can backflip? At least he has that. It was horrendous. It was horrendously bad. Yeah, he should just let politics go. I don't know why he continues to let people make him believe that politics should be his swan song. But I want to tell him that after what happened there, you should resign that ambition, my friend. Do things like work in the war room. Go back to being the Torchbearers Association.
But you know, some people do that. There are a lot of people. Okay.
Whenever your greatest accomplishment in politics at 40, as someone actively involved in politics, is that you are the longest reigning Torchbearers president. My friend, come on.
Maybe, like I said, there are some people who are better behind the scenes. You know, sometimes you make the party better by being behind the scenes and working behind the scenes.
Sometimes
you don't
make it better by
necessarily
leaving it alone. And that is my advice to him. Humbly, I say.
Okay.
Don't fool. Listen to me. Matter of fact, when you driving in your car, Jamal, make sure you ask your GPS to plot you around St. Barnabas. Don't even drive back through that because Michael might have another 500 votes somewhere that you ain't count yet.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Another area, y'all know that I was watching this area. And I mean, this came in so late last night. I was kind of scared because I was trying to figure out, you know, what was happening with Garden Hills. People kept asking what was going on with Garden Hills. We could only call the results as we get them, and they can only give them to us as they get them. But the final count that we have was Mario Boleg, 2,022, and Rick Fox, 1,433.
I want Rick Fox to know, like Denzel Washington said, he got nothing on me.
How long you think he practiced that?
He's in the car doing it.
Yeah, because you know, Rick went on stage and quoted from that same movie, which is why he had to come back and quote from the exact same movie. But you know,
and they got champagne too. Ain't nothing like when the champagne started going.
They had a ball last night celebrating. Congratulations to Mario on his win. I honestly thought this would have been closer.
What you thought was been closer? Gold Cardinals?
I didn't think it would.
How if Rick barely cleared through customs before they put his name on the book? What Martin just like want you to stop it?
People in the area seem to have like. Everywhere he gone, he had a crew of people behind him.
He was giving away a free $80,000 car.
The car, people say he was still driving in. I know if that's true. Unconfirmed report. Somebody, every time we talk about Rick, is coming to comments and say, Rick is still driving that car. Yeah. Rick is still driving that car.
These are Negroes we talking about, you know. So they say, Rick got one guy to give away. Hey, cousin. Yeah, that ain't had nothing to do. He stood no chance.
Yeah.
And the results prove it. What were the results?
Mario had 2,022, and Rick Fox had 1,400.
Almost. This is a shellacking.
Yeah, it was a shellacking. I honestly, I really didn't think it was going to have that much of disparity, but you know, okay. Yo, I'm not gonna say anything about Rick because every time I talk about Rick, y'all is get mad at me.
You mean all Rick?
And y'all is say, "Oh, Sonny, you have a problem with Rick?"
Because she missing the cue.
No. I don't say that. You would say that. I don't have a problem. If he stays, and he got my only problem is like you said, he came through customs and decided he wanted to run. Yeah. If he stays,
I think he might still be in the back there
and works in the community and puts some effort in and then goes back, then I'll be like, okay. But I feel like you just came. Literally, he came 1 month and he said, "I run in," and that was it.
Rick, next time, take your chance with Tingham. Don't take your chance with that.
I did say I listened to a part of his speech. I only listened to like the beginning part because it was right before we saw it, right before we came on the show. And he was very gracious. You know, he was like, congratulations to Mario Boleg and his family. And he congratulated Prime Minister.
Trying to get a meeting okay, in February, right? You was Rick Fox, former NBA superstar, Bahamian icon, possible ambassador, to God knows where, to do God knows what, right? You could call the Prime Minister, he would happily take your phone calls. You could call the Minister of Foreign Affairs, he would happily take your phone calls. They would send you on little planes all around the world to do God knows what. Oh no, you come up on the stage and you gone on and on and on, ad nauseum, you know, with the most spook I've ever heard. Yeah?
Anyway, I guess
you think Fred Mitchell taking any calls?
I think we'll see what will happen in the coming days with him.
Cavalier and see if you get one construction job over there. That's the only people you could pay lows for. Because if you think Brave got time to take call from who? Another person.
Another area where the candidate took a massive beating.
Where was this?
Anti-Pia and Golden Gate.
And I understand they party till 2 o'clock this morning.
Really?
You don't hear what I say?
Oh, what a time. Nobody had work today.
Certainly not in Golden Gate.
The final count that we had for Golden Gate, Pia Glover Roll, PLP, 2,280.
This is another George Foreman moment for me.
And Michael Folks, 984.
Yeah. A left by Pia, a right by Pia. Oh my God, a left and another down goes Michael.
But can I I say,
Poor
though,
Michael.
I don't think anybody expected anything different. I don't think Michael ran a campaign. I said this, and you laughed at me when I said this.
But-
I thought that they just needed someone to run against him, and they was like, run against Pia, and they was like, hey, Michael, you've been there before.
Yeah.
You don't have to do too much.
Yeah.
Just make it look like you run it. Because even the COI lady, Charmaine said, his constituency office wasn't even open.
Jessica.
She was on the ground more than him.
One flaw with your argument. You want to hear the one flaw?
What is it?
He is the former member of parliament. He should at least been able to go back and get them 1,500 people, eh?
Well,
even them don't want nothing to do with him.
And as somebody pointed out in the comments, they said Rick got more votes than some FNMs. He absolutely got more votes than Michael Phelps.
I can tell you who he ain't get more votes than Mario Bowleg. And that's what counts. Next question. These are easy questions. Next question.
So congratulations to Pia. Another area somebody pointed out to me, they say the person took a licking. I don't even think we needed to. As a matter of fact, I think we even forgot this area existed last night.
This?
Seabreeze. I think we must have called Seabreeze once or twice, and then we was like, is there even...
Running against Leslia is like jumping out of a helicopter with a school backpack on.
So Leslia, the final count that we had in that area was Leslia Miller Bryce of the Progressive Liberal Party, 1,988.
A million.
And Travania Clark, 669.
Oh, boy.
So 1,500 or so.
Oh, boy.
And she was so confident. I give her that, though. But I can't say, you can't not be confident. When somebody pushes a camera in your face and say what your expectations are, you can't say, boy, I know. But I can say, even that morning I see she did some interviews and she said, I'm confident and I feel like I'm going to win and I'm going to be the next representative for Seabreeze.
And the question, the reporter should have followed up and said, and what about this constituency makes you feel that how many of the people have said that to you?
Clearly people is be telling people things. Look what happened in minutes. We could talk about that in a minute. I'm just saying, people is... Yeah, anyway, we'll take a break. We'll be back with lots more right after this.
Eye on the Nation will be back right after these messages.
Vibes is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the vibes back. At VTC, we understand your vibes because we live it. That's why we are dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You are at the heart of everything we do. Our commitment is to keep your vibes flowing, no matter what.
Imagine an event where entry is as effortless as a wristband scan. Calling all businesses and event organizers because selling tickets has never been smoother. With Canoe, effortlessly sell tickets online and accept payments via debit cards, credit cards, Canoe wallet, or even Sand dollars. From payment links to QR codes, track your sales digitally, making event organization a phenomenal experience. And that's not all. Canoe is giving you more. If you're offering food, drinks, or must-have merchandise at your event, Canoe takes it to the next level. Customers can seamlessly pay using wristbands, QR codes, or their Canoe digital wallet. No more long lines, no more waits. Just happy customers and a boost in sales. With Canoe, your event becomes a breeze. Cashless, worry-free, and simply unforgettable.
Edenwell has expanded their testing menu. We now offer blood work, drug screening, and so much more. Our hours of operation are Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m., located on 11 Madera Street. We are here for all of your laboratory needs, with fast and reliable lab work done by our friendly and knowledgeable staff. Let us help you take the needed steps to stay in the know about your health. Let's keep working towards a healthier you. Stay Eden well.
Bring your brand into focus and make your impact on the nation. Go all in with the Impact Bundle, featuring live liners and an in-studio interview. Prefer targeted reach? Audio plus digital delivers radio and digital placements. or be seen with our television bundle with 20 TV ads across broadcast and streaming, call 4-666-173, Eye on the Nation.
It's time for Quick Draw. Get out your tickets now. We're playing Quick 2, 3, and 4. Good luck.
Welcome back to Eye on the Nation.
Hello, welcome back to Eye on the Nation. I'm leaving.
I'm Sadie Brown. Y'all do, listen, if one of these days these mics go hot,
Don't let my mic leak.
fired
Don't let my mic leak.
automatically.
Matter of
Anyway.
fact, Urkel will walk down here, all of them in a straight line to come see us.
Yes, you guys reminded us of some others, but see, this is what I was telling Levin during the break as well. In this constituency, honestly, I could have gone to sleep, wake up, and know that this person was going to win. This wasn't something where I had to be like, oh, this is going
The
to be
point
a
I'm
nail.
telling you is if you look at the first maybe 3 or 4 polling divisions,
I'm going to open it right now.
She came out the first 3 or 4 up by like 100. There was you couldn't catch her from the first 3 or 4 polling divisions.
Because in the first polling division, it was 317
Yep.
to 60.
Right.
Like from that, so.
And if you get 3 or 4 of them back to back,
Yeah.
we come because most times the margin is somewhere between.
Then it was 209 to 30.
Right.
Then it was 196 to 30.
Right.
Then it was 134 to 26.
There's no
It's
need to
like
continue
you
calling
couldn't
this
catch up
constituency.
after that. But we are missing 2 polling divisions from this area. But we are talking about Angleton and Glennis
unless
Santa
everybody,
Martin.
including the mango trees, would have voted for this other place. And
The
she would
last,
still not have
the
enough.
last count that we have, but this isn't the official count because we're missing 3, was 1,371 to 260.
Because the people who's going probably
They said they get tired.
Man, that's
This
enough.
it make no sense.
You want
But
showing off.
congratulations to Gladys. And I wanted to say something about this area too. Now that we brought it up, I see a lot of people on Facebook keep talking about, oh, y'all keep voting this woman in. Y'all must not like good things or poor people and all kind of. How do y'all know unless y'all live in her constituency what the people want? Like, have y'all had conversations with them? Because obviously, if they keep voting her in by these large margins, it ain't.
You know what?
20, 30, 40, it is these large margins. Then obviously they okay with her representation.
Glennis has provided proximity to power for them. So having, my grandfather, he's 100 years old. We've lived in Minnie Street for 73 years, I think it is. And so for a long time, we enjoyed being on the Anglican side of the boundary. Now we're in Marathon, right? And the one thing about Grammy Glennis is, if your son need one little scholarship thing, you may have done all the application for. A lot of times people just do not know the processes, right? What she has done for people that are not as read on procedure.
I like how you use
is she has somehow taken procedure and those people and kind of connected them in a way that and for them, that is literally all they ever need.
And also being accessible, being
Right,
reachable.
proximity.
Yeah, being able to call her. She seems like she's always, and she seems like she's very down to earth and always
Right. And she
around
went
the
to
people.
82 funeral every Saturday.
Sound like Fred, which is another area, but we're gonna get to that in a second. But congratulations to Glennis. I actually think the lady who ran against her, Heather McDonald, I don't think that she should give up. I think that she.
I want to say this. So I heard Robin today on the news talking about her commitment and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
blah,
we coming to
blah.
Robin later.
No, I'm saying, this is in relation to Killarney.
Okay.
And, I like to factor in things because politics is a fluid sport. It never stops moving. Glennis is 67 or 66, somewhere around there. We have to factor that, right? And I think every Sunday, Robin should just go visit her. No, because...
You feel like she should take her under her wing.
And because if by chance Glennis decides at any minute, man, I 70, I ain't doing this no more. You know, I mean, I know what you promised the people in Killarney, but don't worry about them. You got a decent spot over there in Angliston, and I think it'll be a wonderful passing of the baton.
Well, we'll see what happens. She ain't passing it yet. She just won, and congratulations to her. And the last matchup we're going to do, because we're trying to help you guys and still follow what our producers have for us as well. Jomo, who is like...
My brother.
Omo.
You know, somewhere in the George Foreman fight, right, the fella say, and he just won't move his head out of the way. That's what I felt when I said, this Darvin, what is his name, Darvin Russell?
Darvin Russell.
I thought he'd just at least take his glasses off for that, man.
So we are missing 3, right? So this is not the final count. We're still missing 3 because some of these things were coming in.
Which one
and then we start to get polling division 3, 4, and 8.
Because the Whisperer sent me something earlier. You know that. You know I hear from the wind.
Oh, but even with those 3 missing, do you want to hear what the number
8 was 201 to 39, right? And you say 3?
3.
3 was 110 to 16. And what else?
4. So it's how you saying it, and 4.
You ready for this? The F&M got 62.
And how much did?
The COI, 37. Jomo Campbell, 370. What we was counting these for?
Well, in the count that we have, which ain't even have these ones, Jomo had 1,770 to the F&M's 330. Jamal Woodside from the COI.
Take picture on host that you even didn't know was a host.
What are you talking about?
That's what Jamal. Remember, we talked about Jamal right here on the show. When I say if you're doing roof repair, we should at least know.
Oh yes.
I can't tell what you standing on.
Well, the F&M's candidate got 330. He got 307.
And this.
So you know? I'm just saying.
And this, and these the people they wanted to be in government, you know. This how you know they wasn't ready for no government.
Anyway,
think about this: if the people in Centerville don't know you, right? What could happen when Hurricane next Dorian blows something away around here, right? Now you got to get on the phone and call regional counterparts. You pick up the phone. Brrr, hello? Yeah. Who this is? Darvin. Who? Darvin. Darvin from where? From the Bahamas. What you do there, Darvin?
Anyway.
Come off a Caracon phone.
Congratulations to Jomo, who is like Omo.
Yes.
There's some things that needed no recount. I see you guys asking me about what happened in Pinewood. We're getting to that a little later today.
They almost break up on Table Church.
You would have think because they was in the church, they would have act right.
Jesus was in that piece.
Anyway,
they say Jesus over there where the altar is.
Yeah, we come into that, but so obviously everybody knows what happened last night. The Progressive Liberal Party was successful in becoming, a 2-term government, the first since Ingram in 92 and 97. And they had their celebration last night. And Pintard, who is for now at least, the Free National Movement's leader.
If I'm not mistaken, it's funny that you would reference those 2 races, because if I'm not exactly mistaken, I think Pintard lost in one of those races. I think he lost in 97 to Christie.
Oh, I wouldn't know. But I could say this, since we're talking about, Pintard won by a good margin. He won by a safe margin as well in his area, if we're going to be fair and talk. I think he won by almost 1,000 votes in his constituency as well.
Which is why he also resign the seat and anoint somebody to take it.
No, he can't resign the seat. Okay. The people chose him. He has to stay there. But he also won by a comfortable margin.
So
the F&M didn't win by...
Heap coal on him for 5 years is what you said?
No, I'm just saying that maybe he should resign as leader of the party and not necessarily... People voted him in there. If those 2,000 and something people voted him in and they wanted him there, then let him stay.
Right, and I'm just asking, to do what? Sit in the parliament while they heap coal on top of him?
Minnis did it.
Come on, man. You could see Minnis,
Minnis did it. He sat in opposition.
Minnis looked like a fellow who you could border.
Anyway, the point is, Pintard made his concession speech yesterday. We were still on air, so we didn't get to hear some of it. I think we tried, and some things went wrong. Yeah. So this is a part of what he said last night.
A short time ago, I called Prime Minister Philip Davis. I congratulated him on his party's victory at the polls and offered him my and our best wishes. He has my prayers for the work ahead, and he has the assurance that His Majesty loyal opposition, the one that he will face in the House of Assembly, will exactly be committed to the Bahamian people and show loyalty to the causes that affect their lives. Today, the Bahamian people made their choice. In a democracy, that is the only voice that ultimately matters. The people of the Bahamas have spoken, and we accept their decision. That is how a democracy works. We make our case, we ask for your trust, we count the ballots, and we honor what the count says. That has been the Bahamian way, and tonight we honor it once again.
Yeah. Michael, let me help you out, all right?
You see, what's your name, Frazette?
Yeah.
In the back?
You ever see anybody look so ecstatic?
She looks sad.
Frazette look like, well,
crazy too. They look very serious.
What you do when you win, but we lose? Does she look perplexed? We could like put up a still shot of her.
Do not do that to that lady. I'm sorry I even brought that up. Do not do that to that lady. She won her seat. Congratulations to her. But she just looked very distressed in that moment.
Like, you're still a winner, right? And here's what's so funny. Right? Again, this is how you know they were just bad. Do you know that if you lose big like this and you are a politician with a little bit of, poofta, right? You are now on track to possibly be leader of the party and prime minister, right? That don't make her excited at all.
Well, this is her first time, eh? So she has to get her feet wet.
It was first time when he became deputy leader of the Progressive Liberal Party, consequently becoming deputy prime minister. That's what happens when you have talent.
But the thing is, you never know what's going to happen because let's be very honest. They're going to have a convention by June. It's going to be very soon. The deputy didn't get his seat.
To pick who?
We're going to get into that. You want to get into that? I thought we was getting into something else.
Frizette threw me off.
I shouldn't have brought that up. She does look she looks sad.
You win.
They lost. What do you mean, why?
You win.
She thought she was going to be a minister.
She don't know.
Not just an MP?
She said, Jesus, I have to be an MP. Which is do when you're an MP.
You know what? She still has an opportunity. Who knows? She could run for leadership of the party.
She should don't fool with that.
You literally just said Chester did it. Why can't she do it?
No, I'm saying that people in politics with political acumen and talent would see this as a blessing in disguise, right?
She was caught up.
It
didn't set it. Yeah, she's good today.
Okay.
She's
take one new picture for us, please, because I don't know what that was.
But and I said it last night when I heard a little bit of Pintard's speech. Honestly, when he said he called Brave and he congratulated Brave, I also don't have that. Because you sat on this stage for the past 3-4 months publicly calling me everything but a child of God, literally associating me with everything from liars to drug dealers. And now you're going to call me and say congratulations? I am childish. I would have laughed.
I would let him talk to the jury.
I would have put him on speaker and say, y'all listen, shh. I say, shh, y'all listen. I'm childish. I am playful.
No, I said, hello? This Michael?
I had to do it live at the rally. I had to put it on the mic because I'm playful and I'm childish. This is why I cannot be in politics. Yeah. But, he was very humble. The speech was actually pretty good. I read a piece of it last night on air. It was a really good speech, and he talked about wanting to work with the government to make the Bahamas a better place because at the end of all of this, we are all just one people.
He's the one we're going to transition?
Transition from opposition to opposition.
Okay, you want to make sure they know exactly where to put the chairs in.
Yeah, because they have one extra person now. No.
They don't have an extra person. So if you had 7 out of 39, and now you have 8 out of 41, do you in fact have an extra person?
Yes.
Oh boy. Okay.
Anyway, he was very graceful.
Michael, I got a good hire for you right here.
Let me work on your campaign. Y'all have 5 years. Well, it probably won't be his campaign. It'll probably be someone else's campaign.
He should just resign.
I think I can tell you who I think it's going to be, but we're going to get to predictions. I can tell you who I think it's going to be.
The Prime Minister threw a wrench in their wheel, right? And I want to tell you, the Prime Minister obviously timed it perfectly for a landslide victory. But I want to tell people like Miles LaRoda and them, y'all had better be very happy the Prime Minister snapped it. Because could you imagine if Lincoln had 3 more months to eat into that lead? Lincoln would probably be the Member of Parliament.
Well, we're going to get to that in a...
Sure, but with regards to...
No, some of these MPs only got in by this...
Because we snapped the election.
There were some that I was honestly shocked by. I was like...
Yeah.
What? Yeah, I honestly thought that person was gone. And...
If the election wasn't supposed to be until September, if I were Michael Pintard, I would resign my seat in September. You all go, because now guess what you would have? You would have the budget. The budget would have taken place, which means you are able to say, oh well, they say there's going to be something that comes out in the budget that the Prime Minister obviously was trying to get ahead of. And I think it would be great politics.
We know you want him to resign. You said it 50 times last night. You said it 60 times today. You want him to resign. I don't think he was asked about his political future today. I don't think anybody did any interviews today. Not that I saw.
That might have been being too negative. And that's what Minister.
Minister did an interview today. And we going to get to that too. Because it's
that only was missing
that backfire. I mean, how... That didn't even sit for 12 hours.
Oh, boy.
The first interview and the second interview.
This is special.
Anyway, we're going to get to that in a second. But there was some things that you wanted to touch about, some predictions of what we think is going to happen. You wanted to talk about who we think the next AG is going to be.
So here's what I think, right? So we've lost Wayne in Freetown, right? I don't think the Prime Minister is going to waste a Senate.
You don't think he's going to put him in the Senate and appoint him? That's what I think is going to happen.
Wayne Munro would accept that. It would be a waste of Wayne Munro's time to come to the Senate and be AG. Plus, he already get used to playing with the buttons and the clickies and that sort of stuff. And fellas blowing a trumpet when he walk past. There's just not the same amount of fanfare associated with it.
Okay.
He could go back to being a private lawyer and make loads of money suing the government because he's not in the government, right?
This is just your opinion.
These are my opinions.
He might go back and be...
The question would be, why didn't they make him AG the first time? I imagine that it was just too cumbersome to do so.
Okay.
All right, so the Progressive Liberal Party's savior has been Keenan Johnson, who appears to be the soothsayer of all things legal.
I mean, we just started to get acquainted with him after all of this PRD foolishness.
But you remember, he used to descend like the Holy Grail, right? And like dissect the law for us.
Yeah, he still was doing that. When they had they started to have those things every Sunday, I think.
Right, so he's obviously somebody they trust. They trust his legal interpretation.
So you think that was their way of soft launching him?
Possibly. Like, let's see how he wears on the public, right? And then, of course, there is the former Minister of State for Legal Affairs, Damien Gomez, who worked his entire time in the shadow of an Attorney General. As a matter of fact, you remember he left the cabinet at some point. And he's been in private life for about 10 years now. Remember, we brought Ryan Pinder through the Senate, who, in my view, is only half the lawyer Damien is.
Yeah, but Damien makes a lot of money in private practice. I don't see him
And he might be done with making money. Remember now, this
Who's ever done with making money?
Well, this is public service. You know, when you make $439 million, you want to just go into public service. So maybe Damien is somewhere in that area. And but I don't think there's anyone that would have any difficulty with a consideration for Damien. I think the third person that was, well, Damien hasn't been soft launch on us. But I think the third person that would, or the second person that was actually soft launch on us during the PLP's campaign is Greg Moss of the Freeport.
Okay.
You remember there was the Lucaya, shenanigans and back and forward, and there was do you remember the thing that Michael Bintard went to?
We still have some time, and before, well, not some time, because I'm sure they're gonna have a meeting.
They have to appoint an Attorney General in the next 24 hours.
Yeah.
Well, that means Brave got to be thinking. Brave had to have been thinking about this.
I understand that, but is the public thinking about this right now? I think people still thinking about the cut from last night and what's gonna happen.
No, I agree, but the Prime Minister and the Attorney General are the only two jobs in government that the Constitution speaks to.
Yeah.
So because that is the case, he obviously has to have a short list of Attorney Generals. I don't think it'll be Ryan again. I'm not sure Ryan's suited everybody's palate adequately. Again, Keenan Johnson appears to be a young Turk. I'm not sure if he will get the kind of respect from the legal community because he's not as senior.
So which one do you think it's going to be?
So, that's my three-way race. That's the three-way race I'm watching.
So you don't have any...
You mean I have a pick?
Yeah.
Greg Moss. Greg Moss would be my pick.
Okay.
Yeah, just because I think he's a bit more, he's senior, but still a bit more vivacious. So he doesn't have the challenge Keenan has with youthfulness, but he's not old like Damien.
You know what we're going to do in one of our shows maybe later down in the week? We'll come together and do our little fake full cabinet and see who we're going to pick, who we think should go where, who will be best suited for what. I think we did a chatty version of all three of the parties.
Yeah, using their CVs.
Yeah, we ain't doing the chatty version.
No, because we have the names now.
Yeah, we're not going to do chatty's version. We're going to have the name. Somebody's asking about Bamboo Town and the speaker, Chow.
Yeah,
Can I say?
The doctor fell.
I actually thought that she was going to lose. Like, I really did not think that it would have ended up. You didn't think she was going to win either? I didn't. And that's only because of some of the conversations that was had in social media. And I told someone today, this is why You do not pay attention to the noise in the market from people who do not live in people's constituencies, because you could have people everywhere talking about what they feel about her and her attitude. But if she's doing what she needs to do in her constituency, which clearly have to be the case, because 1,716 to 1,352, about 400 votes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is what I think a comfortable margin is. Somewhere between 300 and 400 is a comfortable margin of victory. Like, you know, she is putting in sufficient work. Maybe a more robust campaign from Dwayne Sands could have bore, you know, a different set of results. I think those are the kind of races I enjoy watching most.
Yes.
Right?
Even Maria didn't do bad. How much do you think she got? Your favorite person?
380.
677.
See, and that is where the CEO. See, this is where you use political strategy, because a person like Maria, you're supposed to pick her off. And politically, of course. I feel the same way about Dennerly Penn and the Independent in Southern Shores. I think Dennerly should have just picked him off.
Well,
remember now, everyone in politics wants something.
Well, now we're going to have to see what the F&M is going to do, because their chairman, no seat. I mean, he didn't have a seat before, but he didn't win. And now their deputy, no seat.
And they have a 30-year-old in the parliament.
Who's 30?
Lincoln. I'm sure he doesn't.
He's older than 30.
31?
He's older than that. Anyway.
My point is, I'm sure he's going to assume that this is God's way of telling him that he should be in leadership.
No, I don't think so. I think they're going to groom him. I think he has a couple of years. I think there are people there. I think there are people there who are going to take him under their wing.
Okay.
That's you. That's all you.
What am I doing?
Can you read?
I don't know if I can see that. Well, I can see it. Oh, what am I? I don't know. My suggestions to the F&M after the loss is that they, one,
I see it.
Put the deputy and the
Mark Hume's suggestions is what they were trying to say to Reed.
Oh.
Mark Hume's had some suggestions that he made to the F&M.
Who listens to him? I didn't listen to him when he said Travis should have won.
This is what he said. Don't make any hasty decisions about leadership like you did in 2021. They have to, though. How you gonna tell them don't make any hasty decisions? Okay, yeah. Don't make any hasty decisions like you did in 2020. Stop, catch yourself. They don't have time to catch themselves. They need a deputy leader. And obviously people have no faith in Pintard, so they need to find someone who they have faith in.
And if you don't rebuild in your first year, it will mean that you're still rebuilding in your second year. And everybody knows that a prime minister, especially one that is 75 years old, can call it any time after the 3-year mark. Why would you risk? F&M, here's my advice. Don't listen to Mark. Next thing. This boy don't know what he's talking about.
I could say, I feel like that doesn't make sense. I think they need to rebuild as soon as possible and then take the next few years.
You should have convention Sunday.
I think it's going to be sometime soon, in a month or two.
Yeah, that's too long. Francesca, you have to start rebuilding it.
I understand that, but they even...
You think Michael had to fill up the headquarters if he called a meeting right now? You know how much F&M's ain't coming?
Who is it? Let's see. There's Rollins, who I definitely think is going to go. I think if they had a leadership race today, Rollins is going to try.
Rollins and White are going to lead the F&M.
I absolutely think Rollins is going to try if they had it today. I think it should be, I think they should give... I
actually think that
my brain ain't even working right now.
I think
Killarney.
Why am I calling him Robin?
Killarney.
Who?
The lady in Killarney. Michaela. I think Michaela and maybe a Rollins.
As leader and deputy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Who else do you have to pick from?
So I think they can do Rollins and White, and then somehow Travis takes over the chairmanship. So you've got white people, Rollins, and youthfulness.
Adrian is more than just. Y'all say Shannon is done. He can't be he can't do nothing.
What what Shannon don't do?
I don't know. He can't do nothing. He has no seat.
Shannon don't.
He could be chairman.
Man, of what? Chairman of what?
Oh.
You realize the deputy leader is not like a real posting. So you could hide behind the leader and the chairman. No, they don't even really need to invite you to anything.
Well, in any event, I like Uncle
White uncle?
White uncle. You know I like white uncle. White uncle with the You know, that's my brethren. If it's one thing he could do a little 1-2 for us. He could do a little dance, and he could hold a flag.
At some point I want to say this is an aside. At some point when I meet Buju Banton, I have to ask him, what did Patty do him? Yeah, because he says...
Very random. We're talking about Adrian right now. I actually like Adrian. I do think that they probably would make him deputy.
Dry-foot Patty and the one named Ann. What did Patty do to Buju? That's my only question that I have to ask him anytime
Someone said they like Michaela and Rollins too. I like Michaela and Rollins. I think it should be a woman and a man. And I think Rollins is going to go for it. He's been there before. I think he knows how to make headlines. We all know he knows how to make headlines. We all know every time when he was in Parliament.
Like the yin and yang? Is that what you're trying to go for?
Yeah, I think she may be the yang to his yin.
Maybe.
She may be able to,
Maybe.
Because he's like a light-skinned Lincoln.
I could imagine him and White together.
He's like a light-skinned Lincoln. He needs somebody to
They gotta buy furniture in the House of Assembly every week. Because Adrian White strikes me to be, the one white boy in the class who ready for anything.
Well, he showed us that when they threw the mace out the window and he got dragged out of the house with the flag in his hand.
They drag him with all the clothes off on him.
And he still didn't let the flag go.
Yeah.
But I could see it. I like Adrian. I like him. I can't say anything about him.
Someone's asking me about Henfield for chairman. I think Henfield should have stayed in Marsh Harbor. He would probably be deputy leader designate as we speak.
Come back. We have some of the concession speeches from people today, some of the victory speeches from people today. We have Dr. Minnis, we have Lincoln, we have what happened in Pinewood, we have...
Because Barkas roll. It's going to be a tough...
I'm going to open up the phone lines. We want to hear what you guys thought about what happened last night as well. We'll be back right after.
Vibes is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the vibes back. At BTC, we understand your vibes because we live it. That's why we are dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You are at the heart of everything we do. Our commitment is to keep your vibes flowing, no matter what.
Bring your brand into focus and make your impact on the nation. Go all in with the Impact Bundle, featuring live liners and an in-studio interview. Prefer targeted reach? Audio plus digital delivers radio and digital placements. Or be seen with our television bundle with 20 TV ads across broadcast and streaming. Call 4-666-173. Eye on the nation.
Okay, guys, this is what we doing today. We training for the bounce back. This $150K payday. Y'all ready? Yes. Y'all sweating today. Give me a 2-ball. 10. Give me another 2-ball. 15. You spin, right? It don't look so. There's 10K. Name these games after me. Food Dragon.
Food Dragon.
Cinema Classic.
Cinema Classic.
Yeah. Put that parlay in. Put that in. Jalen Brunson disappointed us last time. You want to walk for this or you want to run for this? Good pace. Good pace. Not too much water. Put it down. Let's go.
It's the Bounce Back 150K payday. Big wins for 10 weeks straight. 15K every week. 10K to a lucky winner. Visit islandluck.com for more info. Island Luck. Winners live here.
welcome back to Eye on the Nation.
Hello, welcome back to Eye on the Nation. I'm Levan Miller.
I'm Sandy Brown. I see you guys asking about Nassau Village. I promise you we still don't have the numbers.
Yeah.
The only way we knew that Jamal won was...
Jamal, tell us.
We still don't have the numbers. I think that and Sylvanus Petty's area, I don't think we ever got those either. North of Luther. I don't think we up until we left, we never got it. But we know the F&M didn't win because they posted all the people who won. So... And we didn't hear anything about it today.
I see people appear to be shocked that Sylvanus won, but if you've been to Northern Luther anytime in the last 5 years, like, I think he's horrible on screen, right? But Sylvanus Petty's actually a pretty hands-on member of Parliament.
I was just letting them know we didn't get them.
Sylvanus is the one who said he was leaving to go be Prime Minister. Remember him?
We still don't have those. So I don't know when we're gonna get those official numbers. This is me ignoring you. I don't understand how you missed that part. But so we have some concessions. Eyewitness News and some other media spoke to some people today. Robin Lyons is the first. They caught her. You know, she lost by a tiny margin. At one point, it was a tie situation, and then another another polling division came in, and I think she lost by like 20 or some ridiculously small number. And I think at the recount today, or maybe they went in the area, they spoke to her, and this is what she had to say.
It says that Killarney is focused on the individual. I think it says that what you do, how you do it, who you are, matters to this community. How you show up matters to this community. And I've shown them who I am as a woman, who I am as an individual, who I am as a professional, and who I would be as a representative. And they receive that. And so, you know, that resonates. That resonates. And I think that's how every constituency should vote, because we have a country to run. We have a country to govern. We have people to deliver for. And when the right persons are in our House of Assembly, it's a game changer. It's a game changer. I don't know what the outcome of the recount will be, but I want people to know I am grateful to Killarney, I'm grateful to this country, and most importantly, I want them to remember this. I am here, and I don't intend to go anywhere.
You know, how she whispering and I still feel what she's saying. Like she, you know, because when I talked about how powerful she was on stage those 2 nights when I thought that she was absolutely phenomenal, people were like, that's because she was shouting, you know? She was there. I want to thank the people of Killarney, and I still was like, yes, girl.
The power of Christ compels.
Yeah, I still was like, okay, you know, I really feel like she could do well. I hope. I mean, she's been in the Senate.
I think they're going to make her president of the Senate, actually.
Yeah, I don't think this is the end of her political career. I think we're going to continue to see more of her. I wish they'd put her in another area. That was a fight. Not for Dr. Minnis, but for between her and the F&M. Dr. Minnis lost horribly. Yeah. He was fighting for last. The COI lady at one point, it was up and down and all around. I think he only edged her out by maybe 2 or 3 votes.
Yeah, he changed out.
That's how y'all is led.
And again, remember I had said this to you and you told me it was not a biggie, right? So yet again, we have now 3 prime ministers with no record of a farewell speech on the Hansard of the House of Assembly in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. We are destroying our historical tapestry. I'm telling you that.
The first time the PLP came close to winning a Killarney in a tight race, that is very true. And this was a tight race. Let me get the numbers for y'all, man.
Yeah,
let me get y'all because there were some we said were very close where we could see the count. People, what they was doing in Pinewood, it didn't make sense because it didn't matter. It was not that close, right?
Some people was writing like little love letters on the ballot.
I sent a picture. I'm sure we have it. Y'all got to stop doing foolishness. Bahamians, come on now.
Mine's the road of the best in the world.
Why would you write that on a ballot?
Take 11 minutes.
The last count that we had in Killarney was sorry. Robin had
to draw an X on the brush.
1,972.
Yeah.
And Michael had 1,992.
Yeah.
And this is how close Dr. MacGyver and Dr. Minnis were. Dr. MacGyver had 545. Dr. Minnis had 565.
Yeah. And so imagine Dr. Minnis not being in that race. You know, you could see the power shifting either very heavy to one side, is my point.
You stop letting people set y'all up.
Yeah.
Stop it.
These
Y'all
are
go
one
around and
big-
say, oh yes, the people of Killarney want me, and the people of Killarney lied. And they did you dirty, Dr. Minnis. That's what he got.
Again?
Our producer being petty. I'm not reading that. But but I'm just saying, like, y'all got, at some point, and we honestly have to have a conversation about Dr. Minnis. We have his statement, I think, as well. And I
But
think
you know,
we
we've
have,
been trying to invite him on our show, but
I wasn't saying it. Now you just as petty as this one.
but Charlie ain't never come.
That's why you lose. That's what she's saying.
And that was after we letting him come, putting him.
Why would you put the picture up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Child. See that? I know one thing. Maybe if he did come on, you see, Brave write the words for the song in his speech, like we tell him, and he win.
In any event, we also have a little clip from Michaela. They caught up with her today and, you know, congratulated her, obviously, for her win.
And the platform is going to be women's issues.
She said her focus is going to be on women's issues. This is what she had to say.
But it is a great feeling. Fortunately or unfortunately, I'm in a profession that is very male dominated. So I'm quite at home in a room full of men. That doesn't scare me, intimidate me. No, we here to do business. You know, I have fought for a variety of women's issues. I would like to see amendments to the Matrimonial Causes Act, the divorce law, so that we can have no contest divorces. I think that's very important because it helps to facilitate the co-parenting that needs to happen after a divorce. I want to see stronger protections for domestic violence. It took them an extremely long time to implement the commission, and so we want to get that commission going and active, and I intend to hold their feet to the fire. I also was the vice chairman of the Human Rights Committee of Parliament. You know, I would like to resume that role, and let's continue to build on the work that we started, because there are issues related to persons with disabilities and other vulnerable communities that are fixable, but they need the attention. So let's work on that and make the Bahamas more inclusive and better for all.
Yeah.
Sorry, that wasn't the face for her. I read a comment that just made no sense just now.
What did they say?
Sound like y'all scared to talk about Sabas. He ain't gonna fire y'all. We already talked about him, and he won. It ain't like he lost. And an historical win. They say it was like one of the largest margins.
From Columbus land.
So I don't even understand.
The last fellow who had more vote than him was Mercy Lord Dunmore.
You don't want us to talk about him all day?
Yeah.
We have other people we want to talk about. That's okay. You go play some numbers or something.
Go listen to them other people who was pushing for the other people and they lose. So if one bunch of losers over there, you could go listen to them.
Anyway.
You could join the loser brigade.
Someone say, in my opinion, I think social media played a vital role. Absolutely. You could tell who was running whose campaign, and you could tell whose campaign was run by a younger generation versus another.
Doing a marketing class in college, they would have an A.
Yeah. No, whoever's behind, whoever they hired internationally, plus whoever they had locally, their campaign was top tier. We could talk about the campaign.
Yeah, you want to see she released a statement like 2 minutes after the count? How did she know? Obviously, the Drake call out. Like, literally, like her thing came out like...
It says these two.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
This is how I know they's be listening to us. How we just say that and this pop up on the screen like this.
No, that's a dangerous two-man team right there.
This what they say this who the team was.
Them two can't lose.
I just saying that's who they say the team was. If y'all want to know, go on social media.
They like Nada, Nola, Lotion,
who they say
and what you call Lotta Green?
The winning team was.
And Ambi.
But speaking of social media, I'm ignoring you. Social media did play a role, but it could not help Minnis. I think Minnis gained popularity again amongst the people, and people laughed with him, laughed at him, had a good time, enjoyed his personality. But I don't think people
So he can
forgot.
go host karaoke now at least. Yeah, that's what he can go do.
I don't think people forgot, my fellow Bahamians. I don't think people forgot what happened during COVID. I don't think people forget. Even beyond that, he was kind of a little rude to people sometimes.
Including today.
He was rude today again?
Yeah. Minnis, if I tell you what I really think.
They caught up with him today. He sent out a press statement, and I think they caught up with him today to ask him how he felt about the loss. And this is what he had to say.
I've been somewhat disappointed that I lost in Killarney. But, you know, I take... sometimes defeat can be victory. In terms of feeling, I still feel good. I woke up this morning and did my usual thing and just came from coffee house with my lovely wife enjoying a nice morning of coffee.
Is this the end of your political career?
I haven't discussed that yet with my family. I tend to make futuristic decisions as important as that. I think family involvement is important. But the one thing that I will continue to pursue, of course, I'm a resident in Killarney. From my mouth to hot air, yes, this office will stay open. Will the TikToks continue? My grandson is home now, so I know he's gonna be shooting them out like darts.
This is a man who's trying to stay positive. I have to give it to him. I'd have been balled up somewhere crying.
I don't want it.
You know what it is? You almost get beat from the COI, the 10, you represented that 20 years, and then people
and
kick
you get beat by someone who's make AI.
Your party just throw you away. Now your constituency just throw you away.
Patricia wants them. They eat ice cream together.
They had coffee together that morning.
Yeah.
I
So
like that's the man who
failed,
you know, you'd say if you don't laugh, you cry. That's why he laughs.
Nothing like a wonderful wife to stick by your side.
I must say now, Dr. Minnis, come on. It's time.
I hear him talking about the future.
He say he isn't decided what his political future. It's time.
You know Minnis said before, right?
He know that?
Yeah, because he talking about this political future like he ain't graduated in the class of 77 or 70s. Come on, man.
Anyway, this
future.
Before that, he also put up this statement saying that, you know, it has been the greatest honors of his life to serve the community of Killarney. The memories and the bond that he built with the community will last over decades and will never be erased. Killarney will always hold a special place in his heart. He also did pledge to build a school. Did we have that in that clip? I don't know if I did hear something about him pledging to build a school.
I really couldn't get past the. I didn't hear anything after I heard the. If I tell you what I really think the idea for them, like I want to let you know that's living rent free in my head for another week.
Someone say if Minnis crashed out, I wouldn't blame him. He been through a lot of anger. Like I would have crashed out. I would have crashed out. Y'all would have still catch me somewhere, drinking and curse. I would have gone to every door. Everybody who tricked me and you say you was going to vote for me. Yeah, I would have been crashing out.
Give me the food coupon out your hand.
I would have crashed out. I agree with you. Tamala, I would have crashed out too. I'm not going to heap into a lot. It's
I call PEC and say, hello PEC. Yeah, you remember them people who account I put the light on? Yeah, unput the money on their account. I'm coming back for my money.
Anyway, I think they also caught up with Nicholas Fox. Oh, this was before the vote. This was before, so I guess he was anticipating that if he did lose.
So he should have gone back to work today.
Well, I guess so. Let's see what he said.
He had a career.
What are your plans if unfortunately you don't win today?
Well, I have a career. Unlike my opponent, I'm a doctor, a well-loved doctor, a very successful doctor, and I have a very busy practice. I also have a life. I have 2 kids. I have a grandchild that I miss, so I have a life. So if I'm not successful today, I just go back to the life that I have.
There you have it.
Can I say I loved Dr. Fox at the start of it. I still love him. He used to be my doctor at some point.
Okay.
And I love him. I think he's very personable as a doctor. He was amazing. When he went into politics, I was like, yeah, but I think that he just at the end just got a little bit, especially after Fred stopped. When him and Fred were going back and forth, then it was funny. But then Fred stopped, right? He completely stopped, but he kept going. And it's like every time there's a mic in his face, he has to talk about
But that's what
Fred.
made it weird. What made it weird was that Fred stopped.
Because even then, they said, "What are you going to do?" I have a life other than my unlike my opponent.
Yeah.
I have a wife and children and grandchildren, and come on, they ask you what you're
And a
gonna do.
career.
Even that morning when they ask him, "How do you feel about today?" Well, my opponent has a fetish. Nobody asked you about him. I think at the end,
So he has a fetish about Fred.
I think it got a little weird at the
So
end.
Fred has fetishes for signs and tents, according to the doctor. But it sounds as if the doctor has a hyperfixation for Fred.
Doesn't it?
Possibly.
At the end, it just got a little weird,
That is
especially.
my anecdotal diagnosis.
Yeah, especially after, and I also thought this seat was going to be closer.
Which seat?
Fox Hill.
Oh.
I thought it was going to be closer. I'm trying to pull it up right now.
Another pummeling.
It wasn't a pummeling.
What was it?
So Fred ended up I think we're missing one polling division, which was polling division number 16.
And Fred got.
But at the last count, Fred had 2,054, and he had 1,191.
Fred, let's write it down. Fred had 2,054, you say? He had one. Down in the Pomerland?
That's like...
Where Pomerland start for you?
I think like over 1,000.
Man and Jessica.
That's my opinion. Okay, I was trying to be nice.
You don't even know where to find 800 more people.
And y'all also set him up because y'all also made that man think he was gonna win. This is why I say y'all have to stop with Bahamians. Y'all have to
So I
stop.
understand that Travis also went back to work today.
What? You missing? You gotta go up.
Oh.
Go up.
What is this? Oh, Lincoln Deal.
Yeah.
Apparently. Lincoln Deal pulled off the upset.
Someone say, Sonny, that's a blowout. Okay, it's a blowout.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, Fred have 2,000. We can stop there. I don't even know what the back number is.
It's 2,054 to 1,000 something. But this was another race that y'all and anybody who was watching last night saw that I kept going back to Freetown.
Certainly not the outcome I had anticipated.
I did.
And again, like I tell you, Wayne Monroe had been put back in the old St. Thomas More constituency, which was won by Frank Smith time and time again. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's the same corridor that A.D. Hanna enjoyed at some point. Like, it's just not an area the PLP loses.
Well, I'll say this. I thought Wayne was in trouble when I saw at the last minute he brought out Fox and was like, this is what we're going to do in the community. I was like, this looks like a man who knows that he is about to lose.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like to me. And I was just like, maybe he read the tea leaves. And then there were so many, there were like 5. There were 2 independents, the COI, the F&M, and the PLP.
That's exactly how they beat Christie. They gang him.
They literally ganged him because Andrew Johnson took 285 votes.
Right.
The COI took 213 votes.
Right. That's
The
almost
other
500.
the other independent took 48 votes. And the difference between Wayne and Lincoln, Wayne had 1,028, Lincoln had 1,103.
Yeah, that's an upsetting.
You know, but we don't know where those votes were going to go, mind you.
No, but I mean, I certainly would like to have as many as possible shared in as few places as possible. But I think again, in that, you know, it's a sad day if you ask me, because Wayne, and I'll tell you why. Because Wayne Monroe, the MP, I'm not sure how that translates in Freetown, right? But here are some things we can actually agree. The crime around here is the lowest it's ever been under at least 4 ministers of national security.
I think when people sit in there and they go in to vote, they vote for their MP, the person they see.
That's crazy because people also say they vote against the fear of crime. So like, how do you do the two? How do I stop Pookie them from killing 100 each other every year? You realize the murder count right now is down by, I think, 34, there's about %.
Well, you know, I guess...
Policy had to be driving that.
Understand that, but maybe he wasn't doing what he needed to do in the community. And I do want to say congratulations to Lincoln Deal. Young guy, first time, won.
Congratulations.
So congratulations to him.
Yeah,
you know, can't take that away from him. Congratulations to him. I'm happy that there's somebody young that's going to be in there. I hope that they take him under their wing, the right person, and, you know... What are you doing?
I'm agreeing with you.
Anyway, you was talking about Travis going back to work today?
I heard it whispered in the wind.
Oh, already?
Well, hey, you know, if you ain't got no job in Fort Charlotte, you got to go back to the job you have.
Going back to do what?
Oh, I don't know.
Will you take up this old photo?
That's not a real photo. He didn't actually.
You won't have to stop. At some point, y'all have to stop. Someone say, Sonny.
So we have the credit to Miko Gawley for
Yes. Sonny, you want 2,000 or 1,000. Okay, I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Way to go, Jax, right now.
Yeah, I get it. I completely understand. Anyone see Travis and the cut up he had for Seabreeze?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Mr. Robinson, and I asked him, why is he so obsessed with me? I got a cutter for him. You got, oh boy. Anyway, you sound like Whip Wop. I tried Whip Wop? Listen, this is 2017. Hey, I got a cut up for you. And guess what? I hate to break it to you. You ain't no David. You caught a wave, but it wasn't riding that wave with Brave.
Yeah. And so it appears as though Savas is a prophet.
After today, we gonna leave Travis alone. I promise we gonna leave him alone.
Because he's such a bright spot.
Yes, he is. Honestly,
I hope he
just
leads the opposition Senate, actually.
I
That's my
hope they
for him.
put him somewhere else and he runs somewhere else in the next.
Yeah,
in the
Marco
next.
City.
But
man, we can talk about this again.
You're right. All right, let's move on.
Leader of the opposition Senate business, right? And then in September, Michael Pintard resigns because and then he go down there and anoint Travis.
We leaving that alone. We absolutely leaving that alone. All right, we gotta hurry up because we have to get to what happened with Lakin today. But we have something to do before we get to that.
Okay.
All right. So apparently we had some political prophecies.
Yeah.
These good church people, okay, let me see what they say. I hear God just say, tell your nation again, a political change is coming to their... See, from the spelling, God ain't even teach you how to spell. So that's why I can't even, because where are the commas and the periods and the lowercase?
Maybe God has talked to her without taking a breath.
And that's why she typed like that and scream. Okay, I hear God just say, tell your nation again, comma, a political change is coming to their nation, T-H-E-R-E, with the FNM as the government, says the Spirit of the living God. Obey my prophet, believe my prophet, says the Lord. Y'all ain't gonna play with my God like that.
Yeah, but God,
I don't understand why y'all think God have time to play in our politics.
God also have the Middle East going on. It's a busy week.
But he's taking the time out to play in our politics.
It's a busy week. It's a busy week. Let's give God a little chance, all right?
This is another one. The Spirit of the Lord say, tell the nation, Mr. Michael. So God tell another wrong thing.
What Michael Pintard was going to do?
Michael Pintard and the FNM was robbed by the PLP. But I will move. We'll move doing what? This is what I said, babe. Because your party ain't when you dime a whole nation.
Here's what I want to say to that, right? And bear with me on this. So the election was rigged. Fine, right? Can we hypothetically suggest that, right? The election is rigged.
Uh-huh. You better stop.
You ain't think if the election was been rigged, the fella who ministry the election for Orlando was gonna rig it so he could have win? Who in charge of elections? The Minister of National Security. Who lose their seat? The Minister of National Security.
They had to make it look good, that's why.
You ain't think you was gonna rig it for yourself?
No, they had to make it look good because if I rig it, I can't win.
Wow. This is why, see, you have to learn the system.
No, what I want them to do is stop playing with God and stop getting involved in God involved in
I don't want people like them.
Stop playing with that. And why God only speaking to you? And then God tell you to after them go in, and then they turn around and they ain't win. So now God say he coming first. Coming first to do what,
Stop
babe?
eating pork chop in the nighttime. That's what I want you to do.
Like, y'all please stop.
The hell I know of is a Christless one. I suspect that when they go there...
Nah, I ain't going that far, but I just saying stop playing, babe.
It's Christless. There's no Christ in hell.
Yes.
And so I suspect that whenever they reach, they will learn that.
Stop playing with us.
What I am saying is, though, you ever heard something and immediately your brain could dismiss it because you just can't draw a straight line to logic in it?
I don't get it.
We rigged the election. But he ain't remember to rig himself in it.
I'm just trying to figure out why God only talking to you.
Man, y'all stop eating late in the night time.
Anyway, we have one more prophecy.
Of hosts, the day is coming, and these three and even so much more, said the Spirit of the Lord, as I transition your government into a coalition type of government, said the Spirit of the Lord. You will see 4 parties in the house. For I am shifting your nation, and this is a generational shift, said the Spirit of the Lord. This is a time of transition from the old God to the new gods, from the old way to a new way, from an old time to a new time, said the Spirit of the Lord. New days are coming, and these who are here in your capacity, the Spirit of the Lord said, you will all make history.
But a new day was the PLP slogan.
There you have
That's why he said that, a new day.
The new day come back. The prophet ain't wrong.
He said 4 parties. The PLP, the FNM.
They win so much seat, they got the same amount of seats as 4 parties.
The PLP, the FNM. The PLP, FNM.
He probably talking about the ballot.
PLP, the FNM.
Don't make me reach this. I used to be my religious education teacher.
The PLP, the FNM.
Oh boy.
All right, y'all start just.
But maybe God show him like 3 years into this time. Who knows? Right? And let's wait and see. Because I understand that he's been spot on before, so let's try. I know.
Anyway, y'all, we coming back. We have a break in a second. We have all the Lincoln issues. We're going to tell you what they're the final, well, let me just say this, before the recount, after the recount, what happened with the recount. Lincoln won, then he lost, then the recount, then the celebration, then the crying, and then what happened today in the church. Y'all played in them people's church today.
I can tell you that.
I mean,
I know one thing, the bishop must he wasn't there, because you know the bishop don't play around. Oh no, he retired. Y'all lucky they got a new bishop, because their old bishop, all y'all was getting outside, I can tell you that much.
we're going to be back with all of that right after this break.
Vibes is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the vibes back. At BTC, we understand your vibes because we live it. That's why we are dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You are at the heart of everything we do. Our commitment is to keep your vibes flowing, no matter what.
Bring your brand into focus and make your impact on the nation. Go all in with the Impact Bundle, featuring live liners and an in-studio interview. Prefer targeted reach? Audio plus digital delivers radio and digital placements. Or be seen with our television bundle with 20 TV ads across broadcast and streaming. Call 4-666-173. Eye on the Nation.
Imagine an event where entry is as effortless as a wristband scan. Calling all businesses and event organizers because selling tickets has never been smoother. With Canoe, effortlessly sell tickets online and accept payments via debit cards, credit cards, Canoe wallet, or even Sand dollars. From payment links to QR codes, track your sales digitally, making event organization a phenomenal experience. And that's not all. Canoe is giving you more. If you're offering food, drinks, or must-have merchandise at your event, Canoe takes it to the next level. Customers can seamlessly pay using wristbands, QR codes, or their Canoe digital wallet. No more long lines, no more waits. Just happy customers and a boost in sales. With Canoe, your event becomes a breeze. Cashless, worry-free, and simply unforgettable.
It's time for Quick Draw. Get out your tickets now. We're playing Quick 2, 3, and 4. Good luck.
Welcome back to Eye on the Nation.
Hello, welcome back to Eye on the Nation. I'm Leland Miller.
I'm Sadie Brown. Don't forget that with Canoe, Bahamian businesses can access their funds right at home, enjoy faster payouts, process payments 24/7, and move money at your convenience. So Bahamian business owners can accept payments online with Canoe, explore Canoe's API and invoicing features to get paid locally and internationally. Canoe is a Bahamian fintech helping local merchants accept payments fast and easy. Canoe empowers entrepreneurs to get paid and grow.
For all your everyday needs, try Canoe.
You really think that you'll be doing something with that?
Do you know how many people in the comments tell her how that makes you just want to go out and go there and do it?
Anyway,
you know, people need to be told what to do, right?
Let's get back into all the drama from last night. So Lincoln, we started reading the results, and as the results came in, I'm sure anybody.
Go to hell, you know that?
What?
There's no way that y'all making this man relive this.
Go on.
Y'all know hell what, right?
You, who sit up here and talk about everybody and their mother, now you want to feel sorry for somebody?
Child, I know one thing. I ain't trying to make it into heaven.
You ain't gotten there, babe.
Let's go.
Anyway, so, you know, as we were reading the results, as of a lot of people, when they started coming in, the first, the first polling division, Lincoln was ahead.
Yeah.
Like by 7. And then as they kept coming in, it was like neck and neck. It was like neck and neck with the PLP and with Lincoln. And so at one point, with I think 4 or 5 polling divisions left, Lincoln was up by 50 or something. I know somebody must tell him it was over. Somebody must say, Lincoln, bro, you know you win? Because they started celebrating. Remember, I went on Facebook, I was like, did Lincoln win?
Yeah.
Because he's celebrating.
And he went live.
He went
live.
And he was celebrating, but it was
almost as bad as finding the baby in yours.
This is what happened.
Oh my God.
He's extremely excited right now. The excitement will chill. Everybody is just jumping up and rejoicing. Listen here, God is so real inside this country. The people is tired and they're ready to change. So we have Mr. Bain now. He's address the public. Mr. Bain, can you tell us exactly how you feel right now?
I don't feel this for me. I feel this for all the people who have been supporting me. All the people who have been behind me and helping me to get where I am. I can all have got me by myself. Only because of the people who are supporting me. And I want to thank the people of Pinewood for having their faith in me. They've been working hard. Some of them even harder than me. So this isn't a victory for me. This is a victory I feel for my supporters who believed in me and gave everything they have to make this happen. And so I just want to thank God. And I want to thank all of the supporters. Some of them who are around me, and some of them who aren't even here right now. They'll be here. This is for them. This isn't for me. This is for them.
Yeah. Lord.
Now the people saying that the news people set him up, and they tell him.
You see the news mic was in there. I mean, it was such a wonderful.
You ain't gonna set me up. I was gonna check.
Such a wonderful.
Check. He gave a speech. He wanted to thank his supporters.
And you all to wake. This is like I tell the news girl. And you all to wake. You ain't in no rush. Come a little chance.
Yes, check. And then they stick that in them, and he.
And what the fella in the background say? This is what God wants. My goodness.
The girl in the beginning, she said, "This is when they see y'all talk that."
Yeah. Lincoln, you better go put your lock-up clothes on, son, and go.
Lincoln, how many lock-up clothes today? Because look like they wanted to get locked up today. I don't understand what they did in those people church today. So let me give y'all some examples of why Lincoln thought that he won.
Yeah.
Because in some of these polling divisions, he actually
by a pretty decent margin.
He pulled ahead. He got some. Like, for example, the PLP in polling division number 9 had 106. He had 108. But in the majority of them, they were just close. But why they set him up? Why he wait? I was gonna say wait, but you know what? A lot of people didn't wait.
Certainly, I'm prepared to give a statement in a few minutes.
Let me just check my numbers first.
And besides, you talk about the people that support you. As the standalone candidate, I'd like to give the people who have supported me an opportunity to get here. I promise you an interview. I keep telling people that you don't have to talk to a reporter right away. I don't think people know that.
Yeah.
The reporter to wait. If she wanted a story, she could wait. Yeah.
Anyway, so these are where the numbers ended up being at the end. The PLP's candidate, Miles LaRota, had 1,446. And Lincoln Bain, the COI's candidate, had 1,132.
Yeah.
So, what? Around 300.
About 300.
About 300. And the F&M's candidate had 987.
Oh, Lord.
He was in a part of it.
I told them it was a non-contest.
And
you know what's crazy? When I hear people say, oh, but we wanted to give the youth a chance. No, we won't win an election. What are you talking about?
I don't mind giving the youth a chance, but you don't put somebody inexperienced against somebody that is experienced.
Yeah, but I don't think Miles was among the firmest candidates.
It wasn't Miles. I'm talking about Lincoln.
I just, but
in any event,
Darren should have run there, actually. Darren could have beat Miles, I believe.
They ended up having a recount today, which happens, by the way, in all polling divisions. They sit down and they have a recount. Yeah. This one was highlighted because Lincoln went bright and early this morning and was like,
I think he walked
I
think he walked there.
He said, I'm headed to, was it Mount Tabor?
Mount Tabor.
I'm headed to Mount Tabor for the recount. And so people were watching. And I think we have a clip from about what was happening in general with the recount.
This table, wasn't that a concern inside the room? Wasn't that a concern in the room at the count? Right. And again, it is a concern now that is still identifiable, yes, but identifiable.
So for those of you who couldn't see, and even for those who could see who didn't understand what was going on, so they were there doing the recount. And doing the recount, every ballot, they are like this. They making sure that everything is right and, making sure.
Because they're trying to disqualify ballots.
Yes, and some people, they end up throwing out 1, 2, 3 ballots. It really doesn't make a difference in some areas. I think I saw Centerville, they threw out like 4 today.
They could have thrown out 400, it wouldn't make a difference.
They threw out 4 today, I think. In Centerville. And so they were, just scrutinizing every ballot to make sure that everything is legit. And during the process, it seemed as though everybody was just getting, at some point, one of the ladies who was in there for the F&M was arguing, and then the guy from the PLP was arguing. At first, I was very proud of Lincoln because some of the videos I saw, he was the calm one.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was just sitting there and he was just...
But he said the man assaulted the woman.
Yeah, he was letting them go back and forth.
Used to be the F&M's candidate for Nassau Village. His name is PJ something.
She didn't like how, when he was talking, he had his hand like this. Like, I guess he was...
someone assaulted me last night.
Well, I just assaulted you. Yeah. But I don't know. I wasn't there, and we didn't see the whole clip. And you cannot say as a woman how you feel if there's a man getting very agitated with you in close proximity. So I'm not going to diminish how she felt. He may have been getting angry with her. She may have felt threatened. I wasn't there. But it certainly looked like some chaos was happening. And they ended up having to escort him out for him to cool off. Lincoln looked like he was going to get up and throw the man out if he didn't.
Matter of fact, he demanded that he get out. Get out! Get out!
He said, you assaulted her. And then the
he must have watched Beauty and the Beast too, eh?
It looked like the lady who was from the PRD, like she was like, I don't feel comfortable with him in here anymore. Yeah. Because I guess everybody was just getting all riled up. And so he had to leave. We're not sure what happened after that, but Lincoln did do an interview with the press afterward to let people know what exactly the issue was. And of course, you know, his favorite thing, election court. Yeah. This is what he said.
But the problem is we're seeing some signatures that are not consistent. And initially, you know, we let it pass, but eventually we saw a signature that was totally not supposed to be on any ballot. That was actually on one of my ballots. And so I actually contested my own ballot because the signature was not one of the presiding officer or the assistant. And so that showed the fact that we needed to go back and check all of them because we could clearly see that the signatures are different. That means that there's probably some floating ballots around or someone opened the boxes because we had concerns about this box being unsealed before we unsealed it. And so there seems to be a lot of irregularities that's going on. So when we saw that a C. Brown signed that and a C. Brown was not any of them, both of them confirmed that they don't know that signature and no one named C. Brown worked there. That caused us to be worried about others. There were also some spoiled ballots that there was some challenges on. We're going to continue the process. We have seen enough already to go to election court. There's stuff I'm not going to mention until we go to our lawyers, but there's some stuff here that is happening, even in the same procedure, that makes this enough to go to election court. And you're going to.
But you know, election court can only throw the ones that are contested. Do you have 400 that you're contesting?
No.
Okay.
But I will say this. We have a picture of, because you know people will zoom in now because there are a lot of cameras in there. And what were y'all doing on these ballots?
The best ever. And this one must be...
This one, right roll on it.
Let me tell you what I assume
then circle it and tick it. Y'all was playing school in there.
So what I think happened is somebody telling, he say, who I should vote for? They say roll. Boy, how you spell roll? R-O-L-L-E. So he going in there, he say, oh yeah, R. This rule right here, L-L. He cycle it to make sure he get it right. That's how I teach my 6-year-old how to spell, actually. Once you get the word right, you cycle it. And then you see, ticket. I'm telling you, this is somebody who can't spell.
What were y'all doing on those ballots? That's all I want to know.
The one say Miles.
One say the best ever.
Best ever.
Then I heard somebody wrote something about Fred.
Hot. Best ever, hot on the side of it.
Then they were arguing about a circle. Someone circled it. Listen to me. When I say the best ever, I don't understand what
I don't know how you keep missing the heart emoji.
I don't understand. What were y'all doing? When I went to vote, like everybody else, the lady gave you the paper. She said, you know, mark an X next to the candidate. Fold it like this. Show me my signature, and then pull it in the thing. When y'all had time to write, why would you write the best ever?
Heart emoji.
I think maybe next election, people need candidates. Y'all need to have like a little class on what to do and what not to do. Tell them don't write on the paper.
I'm just gonna been telling me that when I was in grade 6.
They didn't tell them. People letting roll. Why would you write roll and then circle the roll? You still didn't put no X nowhere on that.
The person who come to vote can't read. So right before you go on to the poll, he say, hey, so how you spell roll? R-R-O-O-L-L. That's 2L? Yeah, 2L. Okay. R-R-O-O-L-L-E. Okay, roll. I tell you, when you write it and then cycle it, that's how you know you get the word right.
Then people arguing because there were some that were circled instead of the X, trying to figure out if that is if they're taking.
Mark.
No, I hear some people saying they take a circle. A circle is a clear indication, but if the people tell you put an X, put an X.
Why are you putting a cycle?
Y'all stand in them long lines to register
for a vote winning account.
To go.
But when I told you yesterday that the people would go right to the PRD, can't tell the PRD if they live on the northern side or the southern side, the eastern side.
No. You kept trying to make excuses for the PRD.
No, I'm just saying, like, Bahamians have to put a little more effort in participating in the process.
Well, we did say we're going to open up the phone lines early, so let's do that. And somebody is asking, so I'm going to find it, but I can't remember which area she was in. They want to know how much Charlotte Green got. They didn't say Charlotte Green. They say his sidekick.
Carmichael.
I assumed that they were talking about.
I think it was...
Do you remember?
600? Come on, go.
Give the people the number. I can look for.
323-777-569-80775. And Fred Mitchell is promising a party this weekend. I won't go, but that
Fred, Fred, man, come on, Fred. I just say you won't say nothing. Well, he didn't say nothing until after, so I guess that works. Fred say, big party this weekend in Fox Hill, and no hot dog.
This ain't no salty and baggy party.
No. He said lobster and lamb. This is what Fred said at the rally last night.
A few minutes ago, I promised the people of Fox Hill there'll be a big party to mark the end of the week. I can assure you it ain't gonna be no hot dogs and chips. It's gonna be more like lobster and lamb.
Yep.
Oh, thank you for reminding me that I had to cuss somebody. Well, not cuss. When y'all want to play with somebody and y'all doing y'all mess and y'all foolishness, your ma. Don't involve me in y'all foolishness, please.
Yeah.
Okay? So I see people going around and talking about cheating and people making up numbers, and they put a clip from the show with us from last night, with me reading off some numbers when the screen refreshed and then new numbers came. And so the old numbers weren't good anymore because the new numbers was there. And so they say, see, they was even cheating on I the Nation. Play with y'all parents and stop playing with me. Honestly, don't get me mixed up in y'all cheating mess. Okay?
What would benefit you to cheat, though?
What would benefit? And this was in I think this was Joe Beth, maybe. What was this?
Here's a better question.
Who won by like 1,000 and something?
No, here's a better question. What is reported in the end?
But this is my thing. Even if I said something, the other people all the other people reporting stuff, the candidates are there. Even if we cheated, wouldn't other stations also be cheating?
Shouldn't be allowed to win anything ever?
What? Stop it, please. Stop involving me in your mess. Stop involving me in your foolishness. It was a mistake. Just stop.
We ain't technical people, so if the technical information is uploaded in a certain way,
I saw the video and I started to type, and then I said, you know what? No, I'm not gonna do it. But y'all don't play with me.
All right.
That's it.
We've got calls on the line. You want to go to Chester or you want to go to the calls?
We go to the calls.
Hello, caller. Welcome to Eye on the Nation.
Good afternoon.
Hi.
Camilla.
South Beach.
Yes, sir. And good afternoon,
my South
Johnny.
Beach. South Beach, how y'all looking down there?
Bacchus
rules, son.
Bacchus roll. Make history.
There you have it.
Davis man history.
You tell them the only person who been the member of parliament longer than Barnabas role is Mike Smith.
Made history.
All right. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And Mr. Bacchus roll will do well in South Beach.
Indeed. Now I can let you go because I want to get shortness of breath.
Somebody said
she getting shortness of breath.
That was a lot of screaming. I was told an X or a tick. I was only told an X. Other polling divisions accepted a circle. Maybe they need to have one thing across the board.
All we know we should do, we should like give people like a little, like a little sticky. And
No.
just like put the sticky on.
No. Anyway, hi caller, welcome to the show.
Hey, how y'all guys doing today? How you doing, Sonny?
I'm good. How are you?
Hey, buddy.
Yes, thank God for life. Boy, listen to me. We really,
Anthony said,
as a nation, we got to take things seriously. And looking at what y'all just showed with those ballots, that ain't the only one. They have someone have another one where they had a whole paragraph on their ballot. Why would? Okay, it's on Facebook, but they had a whole paragraph of whatever they was. Was he trying to write? Man, listen to me. I have a cousin who is mentally challenged, and he went to vote, and his mom wanted to go in with him, and the ladies were stopping the mom from going in. Okay, because they was asking if he could understand and he could this, and my cousin went inside there, and he marked his X.
Because the X gotta be the easiest thing to mark.
I said, Molly, who you vote for? PLP.
Yeah.
Why you say it like that?
He just wanted to quote Mali.
And he get in. He was instructed what to do, where to put his X, where he's going to put the X, and he did it.
So
But
you think if
we
people
who have all our
intentionally
thinking faculty is common sense. We go in there, we write on the body, we can write a poem, we can write this. And we don't take that serious.
And that's the point, anyway.
Yeah. And this is the road that we going down. But you know, congratulations to the members of the PLP and all you know.
And somehow they've made dumbness fashionable around here. I can't figure it out.
I don't know. Sometimes I think we been to school or we just run around the school.
Yeah, I think some of them been to lunch. That's what they actually been to. The school just happened to be there. Hey, caller.
All right, thank you.
Hey, caller.
Anthony said, at least I ain't rowing him this time. No, Anthony, you're
Call
good
it up.
today.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay. Hi, Sonny.
Hi, how you doing?
Hey, Leva, how you doing?
Good.
My one good MP.
Who?
Mr. Keith Bell.
Oh, I thought you meant Lee Fern.
Don't do it.
Now, hold on now, caller.
Even that fair and square.
Yeah. I'm so glad he made it in here.
Continue to serve the people of Michael. Job well done.
Yeah. I can't even pretend like I ain't happy that happened.
These people say maybe they wanted to spoil their ballot. True.
Okay.
Maybe that's true.
And you stand up in 3 hours of sun for that?
Some people.
Hello, caller. Hi, caller.
Hi.
Hey, Sonny.
Hi.
Listen, I with you and Rick. Rick needs to go sit down and try and get himself started out in Garden Hills.
Yeah, man. Come back in the next 4 years.
Or go report his Canadian passport stolen so he could cancel the process of renunciation.
I in Garden Hills and Rick choose which houses he wanted to stop to. Must be the people who was fascinated by his celebrity status. I don't know. I
call it light-skinned Negro syndrome. Whenever your hair's soft, you think you can get away with anything. Brown had the same problem.
I don't know, but I want to congratulate my good, decent MP, Mr. Mario Bole, on his landslide victory.
Yeah.
Well deserved.
For beating the daylight
well
of the Rick.
deserved. And y'all keep up the good work, Levine. What's your name? Sans.
Yeah.
Miller. I ain't named Sans. The next one is East Jump. I can't jump.
You did look a fool last night now. God, I laughed at you last night. You did look a fool.
He was so hot. You noticed mine was hot. Why did you put them names on?
I was just trying to make sure that when the wave come, my dear, it don't drown me.
All right. Thank you, caller.
I have one more prophecy for you.
Hi. Okay. Where the prophecy is? You can't even prophesy nothing on the screen.
Prophecy cometh now. See why you don't listen to them?
Now, in Pikisha defense, this is in February.
Well, prophecy got a shelf life, eh?
Why'd she keep that up? I would have gone and delete that.
In the words of the Pixie Puck from A Midsummer Night's Dream.
F&M 31.
What fools these mortals be.
She had F&M at 31, PLP 7.
Stop eating pork chop in the nighttime. Hello, caller.
How are you doing?
Good.
Good.
Hope all is well with you guys. Sonny, I just wanted to say I agree with you when you thought that Bamboo Town would have lost her seat. As a person from Bamboo Town, I can tell you that the word on social media was correct. The Bamboo Town people were frustrated, but once again they went and voted Houdini back in. So all you can say is, when money talks, the vote walks.
It was a comfortable margin. It was comfortable, so, Thank you, caller.
Well, you know what they say, c'est la vie. Hello, caller.
Oh, c'est la vie?
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, good afternoon.
How are you?
Thank you. This is the first time calling the show.
Thanks for calling.
First of all, I would love to commend you on the show last night.
Thank
Off
you.
the chain. The best
thank you.
show ever.
Sonny was
here. I totally enjoyed it.
Thank you.
They should have put you guys live. My only issue. Secondly, congratulations to the PLP. Job well done. To all of my only advice would be to all of the ministers incumbents to, if you promise the people, then see it through. That's all they're asking. Even if you can't do it, just let us know that you can't do it. It's easy as that. And thank God I don't have to hear from Dwayne Sands again. Y'all have a good afternoon.
All right, thank you.
We got time for back to work.
Sonny, that was 2 months ago. February was yesterday. You're right. You're right. If we have time for what?
I don't know, the back to work clip from Chester. Chester apparently ended the night last night with saying this to the PLPs after the victory.
Woman and child in our country, I am your representative. I am your servant. Tonight we celebrate, but tomorrow we get back to work. The work of building stronger communities, the work of creating more opportunities, the work of creating more ownership, the work of empowering the Bahamian people to grow and to thrive. I thank you, PLPs. We move forward together as one people with a shared purpose to move forward.
I like how on the campaign trail we used to do the thing. We got one girl, forward ever. Forward ever.
You know what I do want to talk about tomorrow? The voter turnout. Someone say if the FNA coming back, y'all.
I know one thing, the FNA rallied up in South Beach and FNAs everywhere decided that we wanted to see back ass roll return.